Sir, my first question is about infrastructure development. If we really want to encourage people to be part of this information highway, infrastructure becomes very important. It's as important as physical infrastructure. So whether it's internet connectivity, fiber optics, internet connectivity, data centers, as a nation, we all have smartphones, and now these smartphones are AI powered, but from what we know from outside is that infrastructure is still an issue, a little bit of an issue in Kerala. We want to get your perspectives in terms of what are the various initiatives to improve the infrastructure aspects within Kerala.
Thank you. At the outset, I would like to express my gratitude for Southwest for inviting me to this prestigious program. I knew Mr. Vasu a few years back while he was with Indian Express. At that time, I got the privilege to be a part of the conclave, and this was organized by New Indian Express regularly at Chennai as a capacity of the Member of Parliament at that time. Normally, these digital platforms are focusing on sensitive, sensational issues and manufacturing controversies. That is the major objective of the new media. Not only new media, all the medias are trying to cook it up news and manufacturing the consensus and creating public consciousness using all these tools. Then I would like to congratulate you for taking initiative for constructive conversations and to bring all the ministers and technocrats and other experts to this platform. And it's a great initiative. 2 years back, Justice Chellamesar, the former Judge of Supreme Court and former Chief Justice of Kerala High Court, has mentioned about this initiative. I think at that time you discussed about federalism. So Dr. Thomas Isaac has participated in that discussion. I'm not a graduate in journalism, but I practiced journalism for more than a decade as editor of Deshabhimani. I'm a graduate in economics, then journalism. Then I studied chemical engineering and law and economics, but practiced journalism for a decade. And this is where I am holding industry and law portfolio. Information technology, we are giving more importance for that. That is why Honorable Chief Minister is holding that portfolio. The differences is actually information technology, not only the ministry, it is not an autonomous mechanism. All ministries depends on IT now. Health ministry, education ministry, obviously industries ministry, and LS, local self-governance, home. Every ministry depends on IT. And IT cannot stand alone without the help of other ministries. That is the reality. Then we are working together collectively to attract more investment to the state of Kerala and to create more employment opportunities to our own youth. Kerala is geographically and demographically, Kerala is a small state. But in human index and other several factors, Kerala is a big state. In 1.6% of the landscape of the country, 2.8% of the population of the country. Still, we are contributing 4% of the GDP of the state. You have correctly mentioned that Kerala has established the first technopark in 1990 at Thiruvananthapuram. We had established the first electronic company of the country, that is Keltron. That company made the first television at the time of Asian Games by the demand of the then Prime Minister, Srimati Indira Gandhi. And Calcutta, this is the first metro of the country. At that time, Keltron controlling the ticketing system of the first metro of the country. This digital divide, actually, the time is expanding. Earlier, depends upon the difference in between those who access to the computer or internet. Then it is expanding, those who access to broadband connectivity and ICT. Actually, now it is more expanded that those who have connected with the world and those who cannot. That is the real dimension of digital divide now. Then Kerala actually, this question is not relevant because urban, rural,
IT
that
divide,
very difficult to demark in between village and urban areas in the state of Kerala. Kerala as a whole can be considered as a city. Very difficult. If we are going through the roads, highways of the state of Kerala, you cannot find a single space, vacated space, without any shop or house or any industry, small industries. Very difficult. Then it's a very urbanized state of the country. Then actually 86 out of the 100 people are having internet connectivity. The mobile and smartphone penetration is very high in the state of Kerala. Then, but how to ensure affordable access to internet infrastructure and ICT? That is one of the challenge to any governments. We are the first state, fully e-governed state of the country. Kerala is the first digitalized banking state of the country. Recently, Honorable Chief Justice of the country has inaugurated the fully digitalized High Court of the country in Kerala. Then, but how to ensure the access to the needy people? That is why first time in the country, government of Kerala has established an infrastructure, internet infrastructure mechanism, optical fiber cable network, KFON. Ensure free connectivity to the needy people and also speed connectivity to all government offices. This is first time in the country. And also we are establishing around 3,000 Akshaya centers in all villages for providing these facilities to the citizens. These are some steps taken by the government of Kerala.
Right. Yeah, so Ireland has this concept of connectivity hubs. So it's kind of set up in a public-private partnership by the government, enables virtual work, enables remote work. I think something that could be very, very relevant for a state like Kerala. So how do you kind of deal with the skill gap? You know, as a nation, we suffer from this, and that's the reason for this huge unemployment. People who have jobs get 6 jobs. People who do not have jobs end up becoming delivery boys for Swiggy or driving, Ola or Uber. So clearly, with respect to the workforce development, what are some of the initiatives that you're taking up, especially in the Tier 2 and Tier 3 towns?
Actually, I heard the last debate that is focusing on skill gaps. In Kerala, we are trying to transform the society into a knowledge society. And we are trying to transform the economy into a knowledge-based economy. For knowledge-based economy, knowledge should become the capital. That is the strength of the state of Kerala. Our landscape is, I already mentioned, very less, and cost of the land is very high. One side belongs to Western Ghats regulation, other side belongs to CRSL regulation, in between wetland regulation, and the forest and population ratio is very high. Now the wild animals is demanding more land. They are coming to the cities for their activities. That very ecologically sensitive area. Then big manufacturing and polluting industries are not suitable for the state of Kerala. And if we are allowing to establish a big industry, manufacturing industry, then they depend for the migrant laborers. For garment industry or chemical industry, 95-98% of the workforce are migrant laborers. They are getting 10,000 or 12,000 per month salary. That means around 120 crores of rupees per annum. But recently we have established IBM. IBM established their AI campus in Kochi. They have recruited around 3,000 people within 2 years. The annual salary is 20 lakhs rupees per annum. That means 600 crores rupees per annum. This big garment factory employing 10,000 people, most of them migrant laborers, and getting only 120 crores of rupees. And most of them going back to their own states. But a reverse migration is happening to this industry, this IT knowledge-based industries. Then we are focusing on that. Then skill thing, this we have established the first digital university of the country at Tirunelveli. We have a blockchain academy also, trained lakhs of youth for blockchain technology. This digital university is focusing on AI and big data analysis, machine learning, blockchain technology, robotics, and all new emerging technologies. And also we have some skill development institutions under labor department and under higher education institutions. But the mismatch that is mentioned in your session, Professor Narayan was here, that session they had mentioned mismatch. Then how to address that issue? For that now we have introduced full-time internship for the students, 6-month full-time internship, the industry, paid internship. They can learn the lessons online from the institutions and they can work in the IT or other companies as a full-time intern. And second thing, we have changed our perspective on higher education, changing the curricula, pedagogy and syllabi. It is more flexible. Earlier, our student days, the teachers can teach us using their study notes of their student days. Now a student who learned the technology in the first sem, it is outdated when he promoted to the last sem. That is the changing of the technology. Then it is then the higher education system should be more flexible to adopt the changes in the technology that we have recently incorporated in our higher education system. And also we are ready to design the courses in accordance with the requirement of the industrial establishment. The last month I have inaugurated MTech Polymer Technology course, executive course, exclusively for Apollo tires. Then this flexibility is there. And now we have introduced a new novel scheme that is Campus Industrial Park. Higher education institutions can start industrial park along with them. If they have excess land, which is, if as per UGC regulation, 5 acres of land for establishing an higher education institution or AICT or medical council terms, if they have excess land, government will give a industrial status for that plot. And we are giving a single window clearance mechanism for giving licenses to the industries coming to that area. And also we are giving some financial incentives for infrastructure developments. The first priority for the allotment is to the industrial production or industrial application of the research outcome of the higher education institutions. Second, the industrial application of the projects of the faculty. Third, for the alumni. And fourth, for any industry which is allowed at that pace in accordance with the rules and laws. The students can work there. Then he or she will get wages on hourly basis. If a polymer technology student he or she is working in a rubber company, then in addition to that wage, he or she will get credit or bonus mark or grace mark against hours working in that institution. If a computer science student, if he is working in a IT firm, not only industry, the STF is also is allowed, standard design factories, this build-up area. These are some initiatives taken by the government to scaling up the skills and also avoid the mismatch in between the skill and the requirement. These are the steps we have taken.
Yeah. So, Mr. Rajeev, if I understand correctly, if I'm a person not from Cochin or Trivandrum, I'm from Thrissur, you're saying still I have an opportunity, I'm aware or I'm being made aware of all the IT or technology or industrial opportunities that are available for folks from the big cities. Is that what?
Actually, any particular sector or?
No, so how do you create that awareness for someone who is not from the big cities? And how do they participate?
That is true. Actually, the reality is the general presumption about Kerala with regard to industry is very negative. Kerala is very good for education, okay. Kerala is very good for health, okay. Human index is very good. God's own country, nice to see. But industry, no, that is not good because communists are ruling the militant trade unions, very red tapeism. These are the propaganda outside. This propaganda is far away from the reality. Actually, the Vikrant is a prestigious product of the country.
Right.
The first indigenous aircraft carrier. That is make in India, but made in Kerala.
Yeah.
Without losing a single man hour. Recently, we had convened a roundtable on maritime and logistic. Then the CMD of Cochin Shipyards. He told the last 25 years, not a single man hour lost in my shipyards. All unions are very active there. All unions are very active there. But not a single man hour lost due to any strike. Not a single factory was attacked in the last 25 years. That has happened in other states. Not a single managerial cadre was attacked by any workman. That has happened in Noida or on the Warangal, AP Rayons. One general manager was killed a few years back. But these type of things have not happened in Kerala. But general perception that is true. Then my challenge as a minister of industry is to change this presumption.
Right.
Then I intervene with investors, learning experience. I met more than 5,000 investors all over the state. And we have taken several initiatives. Using the technology, you can start an MSME in the state of Kerala within a minute. Within a minute. Our KSIFT system is there. In our roadshow in Chennai, one Wipro representative told to the audience, that just using this case, if they register, submit, then going for a coffee, just to the coffee shop. Then the man ran to him and, sir, we got the license. Then he called to the CIA representative, whether it is original or duplicate.
Yeah.
Yeah? Then using your technology, while we assumed the office of this ministry, Kerala was in 28th rank in ease of doing business. We could improve our rank to 15th last year as an aspirant. This last ranking, Kerala is the number one in the country as a top achiever. By taking all these steps and this ease of doing business, now it is known as business reforms ranking. It is exclusively based on feedback. 100% on feedback. Then this ranking reflects the confidence among the investors of the state.
Yeah. No, I think we talked about the infrastructure necessary. I just wanted to ask about any data centers that are kind of coming up. That's one point. The other point is there's a lot of confusion because since you also drive entrepreneurship and innovation, I think I see this confusion across the country almost in every state. There are three types of businesses when you really look at. One is a lifestyle business. There's nothing wrong with any of these three businesses because they all contribute to the GDP and pay taxes and create employment. One is a lifestyle business which grows to a certain extent. Second, they may not require any capital. I mean, they were self-funded. Second is SME or MSME, which is very different, grows at a little slower pace, contributes to the economy, no doubt, makes India self-sufficient. Third is startup, which is very, very different. High risk, non-linear growth, very different type of business models. So how do you see, because you're looking at entrepreneurship, innovation, industries, and you work with the Honorable CM on overall IT. So tell us a little bit about some of these initiatives from a Kerala perspective.
Actually, recently we have adopted our new industrial policy, recognizing the prevailing objective realities of the state of Kerala. I have said about the limitations with regard to the availability and the cost of the land. But our major advantage is highly skilled human resources. Kerala is present in 139 countries. IBM, I was there at the inaugural function of IBM campus in Kochi. Then senior vice president told me, we are considering this as a pilot project. Our objective is to recruit only 100 people in this year. Then I was there in the first anniversary. Then they have recruited 2,000 people. Then I said, what is the secret behind this? Then the senior vice president told me, that is fully dependent on the potential of your youth. They have developed two products, successful AI products. One is used by Delta Airline and other is purchased by Facebook. That is why we have decided to recruit another 1,000. This is our potential. That is why we have focused on knowledge-based industries. Our motto is a motto of the industrial policy, that is nature, people, industry, not in the reverse order. The color of the cover of the document and the color of the font of the body matter is green. That is nature, people, industry. Then we are focusing on MSMEs. We have observed Year of Enterprises, a new campaign. Our goal is to establish 1 lakh enterprises within a year. A Herculean task for a state like Kerala. But we could achieve that task within 7 months. We have recruited MBA, BTech holders in each and every local bodies. We have a very dynamic local self-governance system, you know very well. And we have very good public education system. Mr. Narayanan earlier told that Professor Narayanan, he studied in a public school. I also studied in a government public school in Malayalam medium. He also studied in a Malayalam medium, and very education system we have. And also, that is why we have recruited these. Earlier they were Indians, now they are known as executives for each and every panchayat, one for 20 divisions in municipalities and corporation. Then within 2 years and 6 months, we could establish 3 lakh MSMEs in the state of Kerala. Very small units, micro units. That means 19,600 crores investment. Not an FTI, not from other side. Sometimes it was an ornament, gold ornament of a woman. It is transformed as a capital of a small micro industry. Sometimes it was a bank deposit. It is transformed as a capital of a small industry. Small industries. Then Kerala, big houses are there. 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom houses. 3,000 feet, square feet, 4,000 square feet. Normal usage is only 500 or maximum 1,000 square feet. The 2,000 is vacant. Then you can put 2-3 computers there and start a small unit and work for the American finance company for the taxation process. And you can put 2-3 small machines, sewing machines for garments industry or other food processing industries. We are giving licenses. The LST department is giving licenses for these home industries also, house industries also. And one other advantage is highly skilled housewives are there and educated. MTech housewife, BTech housewives, BCom housewives. They are simply sitting in the house, looking after the children. They are grown up. Then there are no engagement for them. Then we are trying to refreshing them. Actually, it is a losage of public money. If you are studying in a government institute or aided institute for becoming a graduate or postgraduate, how much money is spent from the public exchequer? If you are simply sitting in the home, nothing giving to the economy, then it is a public wastage and a criminal offense. No sessions in the IPC or the new VNS, nothing is there, but it is a criminal offense. Then we are trying to transform them as a work from home or work near home. We are providing workstations in each and every cities or nearby places. The woman can go there and work flexi hours, flexi place. Then we are promoting these MSME industries, and also we are promoting startups. Startup innovation in colleges and universities. We are giving all support through startups. I expect more support from you also as a venture capitalist to our own startups for helping the students. And 7 years back, one incident was happened in Calicut. One worker, while cleaning the manhole, not only one Malayali and 3 migrant, 4 people were died. Then our engineering students, a group of engineering students from different branches, they developed a small robot for cleaning the manhole. We gave a place in the Techno Park, a small cubicle for them. And some people like you gave give fund for them. Now their manufacturing unit in Thiruvananthapuram employing 400 people. They're importing robots. Now recently they developed all socially committed innovations. For this, after stroke, some bedridden people are there. Then this robot helped them to improve their movements. It is based on a technology, which is some mechanism. Then it will read their movements, improvements, and changes in the functions of the robots. These startup system, we are promoting startups and also knowledge-based industries. Not big industries. Big industries not suitable for the state of Kerala. Focusing on these knowledge-based industries, we are providing all support for them.
Sure, sure. Now, I know before we open it up for Q&A, I think there are two, three significant things for the audience sake. I'll kind of recap. One, I think post-COVID, supply chains have been reconfigured. So what has happened is almost every state or every nation needs to have business continuity plan. Previously, we used to depend on global supply chains for everything because that was efficient and inexpensive. Second is because of the geopolitical situation globally now, every nation has to become independent. You can't be dependent on foreign nations because at any point of time, somebody can put an embargo on you, in which case you may not have access to technology. So you have to be self-sufficient. I think it's not urban-rural divide in technology. I think the tsunamis like AI, though all of us tend to overestimate impact of technology in the short term and underestimate it in the long term, I think AI is kind of going to create a very level playing field. And everyone is worried about, technology versus human race as opposed to urban versus rural. I think it's between the machine and the man. So all of us have to be prepared. We'll open it up for Q&A for folks. I don't know how much time we have for the Q&A, but we'll open it up.
For that, your apprehension is very true. Now the growth is job-loss growth, not creating more employment opportunities. Earlier, this industrial revolution, steam engines, and then thereafter electricity, chemical, and automobile industries, then IT. After IT, all IT professionals are very happy because AI, machine learning, big data analysis, it will give more employment to the IT professionals. But Gen AI came, then Gen AI write the programs. Earlier, IT professionals, the human beings is essential, inevitable thing for writing programs, then Gen AI writing programs. Now we are remotely control all machines. Now Neuralink is coming. Then this remote can control the human beings. The remote can control your feelings also. Then nobody can predict who will win, artificial intelligence or human intelligence. The history may give the answer to that. Then it create more issues. Without employment, or everything in manufacturing industry, everything is doing by robots. And IT industry, the Gen AI, this is writing all programs and doing everything. Then who will get job? Yeah. If nobody is getting job, who will purchase this without purchasing capacity? Then these issues, I think, create more contradictions.
Yeah, yeah. But that said, there's a fresh report that came out this morning. It said 45% of the software code is now being generated by machines. 45% of the software code. So that many number of jobs are getting eliminated. Of course, we all can talk about redeploying this human resources for better work or complementary work. So we'll have to move on to the next set of opportunities, like what you said. If the factories are becoming robotic driven, the factories are becoming like enterprises. If you look at almost robots in the supply chain, intelligent mobility, autonomous vehicles doing the movement of goods, drones kind of doing the logistics. So all of these are making them
not
automated.
Not only that, the machines, the full diagnosis of the human being.
Yeah.
No need of any pharmacist or lab technician, not needed. The robots doing the surgeries, no need of any doctors tomorrow.
No, I think doctors are safe at least for a decade or so. But I think definitely, engineers have an extinction kind of a risk. So just want to open it up, for questions. Yeah, here.
Yeah, hello, sir. I have a question regarding the state of Kerala. So right now, there is a protest going on in Tamil Nadu. Samsung workers are protesting, and when we see it on social media, there is a flag of C2, CITU, the red flag is behind those protesters. And the comments which are coming for those protesters are that, okay, the people of Tamil Nadu are now becoming the people of Kerala. They are going to take away the industries from Tamil Nadu and it will move away to some other state. When you are sitting here as an industry minister, when you are promoting your state, how do you see this kind of perception when which people of outside of Kerala have regarding the state which wants to promote industries?
The thing is difference. If it is happening in the state of Kerala, the news is available in all languages. Not only on languages, they are using ChatGPT also for customized UK-based English, US English. Everything is available. But thanks, this is happening in Tamil Nadu, then it is not a big news all over the country. But you please search what is happening in South Korea, in Samsung factories. Lakhs of people are marching. You cannot avoid these type of things. A peaceful atmosphere should be ensured by the management and by the governments. Then it is natural things, this type of. Then it is with the management. Not only in Tamil Nadu, South Korea also the same thing is happening. Some other big MNCs, Boeing, what is happening? Then it is not a big news, but I think this may be, this EY, one girl recently died due to the stress in the work conditions. Well-reputed institutions. Then try to avoid these things. Very transparent mechanism should be there for workmen and management relations.
Sir, very good afternoon. I have a question, sir. First of all, National Masters Athletic Association is conducting its national event this year in January 2025 at Trichur in Kerala. I was actually waiting for an event in Kerala, and last year I was the person who guided Sangareddy team to Kannur in August 2023. My question is, when I was a first child, a small child, the first sports person my father told me was P.T. Usha. Now, where is Kerala in compared to Haryana doing in sports?
I think Vasu, you'll have to do a sports conclave as well. That's next.
Anyway, we try to utilize the technology to improve our capability of the sports person.
I have a question on what specific initiatives is the government of Kerala taking to reduce the digital divide between the urban and rural areas, and what are the metrics that you are using to assess like how these initiatives which you are taking are successful?
Actually, I have mentioned at the beginning, the digital divide is very less, rural and urban. Not only for this digital divides, geographically, they are very difficult to demark in between urban and rural in the state of Kerala. We have taken several initiatives. I would like to add one more thing, that is for education, schooling. Recently, we have trained 80,000 public school teachers for using AI tools. And artificial intelligence and all these emerging technologies is included in the school syllabus also. If you are comparing to the infrastructure of the public, within inverted commas, actually these public schools are fully private schools, but they use public schools. The private schools, good quality private schools, but we are taking together the number of ICT, these gadgets and other instruments available in the government and aided schools are higher than available in the private schools in the state of Kerala. Thanks to the MPs contributions, MLA fund,
Right.
and CSR activities. Very good infrastructure we have. And also, I have mentioned about the KFON, that is providing fully free internet access to the BPL family. And also, we are providing internet connectivity to tribal colonies, ST colonies, and free access to SC community also. And we are providing gadgets to the school students, free of cost, to the BPL and underprivileged sections, marginalized sections, we are providing that also. And digital literacy, that is most important. Access, affordable access, and digital literacy is a component to ensure our digital divide. I think in the November, most probably, Kerala will be the first fully digitally literate state of the country. We are trying for that.
Hello, good afternoon. Again, I think part of my question was answered, but I would still like to ask, I'm a big admirer of Kerala as a state because of literacy levels, right? Kerala was the first state in India to have 100% literacy. And one of the things that you were talking about is AI and coming of AI, right? And it, like how it is changing the software industry, and 45% of the code now is being developed by AI. So the question is, one thing is, yes, making the teachers literate with AI tools, because that is, I believe, the first key step. But I also feel that maybe something in the curriculum needs to change. The way we are teaching, our education has been not so dynamic, both school as well as higher education. And we are still teaching C and C++ in some of the universities, whereas Python itself is going to become obsolete. So what are the changes do you foresee in the education system and change it to make employable ready youth?
All we are trying to change that. Without changing, you cannot sustain.
Yeah.
Because if the teachers are teaching the earlier style, putting a question, then students like the ChatGPT, they are getting all details. Then that type of teaching is irrelevant. We are trying to transform the pedagogy from the school level also. And actually, in the last session I had, big institutions, IT institutions are there, they are giving solutions for big corporates. Whether they can give solutions to the local needs and e-governance and other things. We are trying to utilize AI for analytical data and also for predictive decision and strengthen the citizen interactive, and also blockchain to ensure secure and transparent records availability, to ensure transparent predictive informations, and also Internet of Things IoT for small infrastructure for e-governance, strengthening e-governance and local needs, and also for agriculture development. We are trying to utilize all these things to strengthen our economy and improve the living standards of the people of Kerala.
Rima, to your point, I think, yes, absolutely, the curriculum needs to get upgraded. We need to do it comprehensively from school level to a college level to a university level.
That is true, but
Absolutely.
I think in future, curriculum may be relevant. But we cannot fix the borders of curriculum because it's changed.
Yeah.
Everything is changing in a very
I
speed
think you
manner.
talked about it already,
Yeah.
that professors previously would teach from the notebooks, but today, whatever
Yes.
you
But
know
curriculum
today,
also,
tomorrow is
curriculum, one
obsolete.
of the base of curriculum, we are formulating the syllabi.
Right.
You cannot fix the borders now. That is
Yeah.
the
PJ,
other
any
challenge.
thoughts? You are here, you would obviously, yeah.
So my question is, Kerala is doing so wonderful in terms of these a number of initiatives, especially in education. So are you adopting maybe other district or state outside Kerala, maybe that how you can actually become a role model for them and help this adopt at the India level?
Actually, no need to adopt any states. Every states are working together. And they are learning from the good models from other states. We are trying to learn from other states, other parts of the world. All states are doing that. We are working together.
So just one question. This is regarding the economy of Kerala. Now, with fears of a major war between Israel and Iran, there could be a cascading effect in the entire Middle East. Now, there are a lot of Malayalis in the Middle East. Any discussions going on within the Kerala government on what if something happens?
Actually, it is not confined to a particular part of the country. That is true. Kerala is depending on the migrants of our people who are working in Middle East. But I think it will be reflected also in the price of the oil and other things. It will reflect in the economy of the world as a whole. Then all of stood for a stop the war and for a peaceful atmosphere. Peace and all people, irrespective of this state or that state, all people should join hands for peace for the world.
See, my name is Arvind. I have a question. In the last 5 years, we are seeing a trend of students, the youth from Kerala going to Western European countries for higher education, and they are settling it. This is quite different from the trend we had 2 decades back, where we Malayalis used to go to Gulf, then we come back. Now what is happening is we are going there, they may not come back to Kerala again. So there is a brain drain that is happening. How is Kerala government going to address this problem? And this is going to be a serious problem, as we can see. In the last year, we came across a report where 7,000 students were going. You might have come across that report, I hope so. So what is the policy initiative of the Kerala government to address the brain drain from Kerala, and how will you bring them back to Kerala?
Good question. If you are going to the mobility reports, then you please look into the percentage of the students from AP and Telangana.
Yeah.
They are number one. Then Punjab. But the thing is, the very good propaganda for Kerala. Every day people are going out. But this is reality. The number has been increased. That is true. But the difference is, in our student days, the students are going abroad. Harvard, Cambridge, MIT, Columbia, Yale, Oxford. Now the people are going to countries. Australia, Canada, UK. Nobody is aware of the standard of the college for higher education they are going to. Whenever they landed, first inquiry about the queries with regard to the faculty, how many Nobel laureates were there, what are the standards. Now they are looking only for the part-time jobs. This is the difference. Then now we are looking to this mobility. Our people are going to Canada or Australia or UK. Most of the people are going to UK for higher education studies. Another trend is happening. More than 6,000 or 7,000 people are coming to state of Kerala from Arab countries, from African countries, some parts of the European countries. They are coming to Kerala because the cost and education is less compared to their state, quality is higher than their states. Our people are going to other states. Nobody can stop them because everything is their fingerprints. And also this moral policing and social structure, several issues are particularly the girls are facing. They are seeking more freedom for their activities, for then equality, they're demanding all over the country. Then these things are happening, but we are trying to control this. That is why I have mentioned that campus industrial park. They can work and study, our full-time internship, and big companies are coming. We are establishing new higher education institutions, digital university, and also blockchain technology and other robotics, these type of new courses we have started, and also upgrading our education system, incorporating this 4-year graduation already implemented first time in the country. We are trying to improve the quality of higher education system in the state of Kerala, and also providing job opportunities during students' days for our people. We are trying to control, but we cannot stop them. That is the reality.
Slightly off topic, but something that I noticed in your answers is whether it was about protesting labor unions or about the brain drain question that was just asked. You spoke about how when it happens to Kerala, it becomes news. Not necessarily, although there are other states that probably in the scale are much higher. Kerala has somehow earned some disrepute. Why do you reckon that is? Do you think people are prejudiced against Kerala? What is it that...
No, the only one country that is ruled by left movement and is a progressive secular mechanism.
So you mean politics of Kerala is why it is prejudiced?
We hear Kerala as a God's own country, as you just mentioned in your statement. The other thing which I am fan for Kerala is its nature. Recently, last few years, I see frequent natural calamities happening. And coming to the topic of Gen AI and AI, what is your, how we are using this technology to reduce these calamities affecting the people of Kerala and its resources?
That is true. Due to the climate change and other issues, cloud burst and land wasting, several new phenomena are coming. We are trying to utilizing the technology. Now Professor Narayanan spoke to me, our disaster management team came here to discuss with them also. Yesterday I had a discussion, a new AI-based radar to predict these landslides. We are trying to utilize this technology. That is true, some mechanism should be there. Technology is most advanced. We are trying to learn from other developed countries how they are using these technologies. To avoid flood at the time, we try to learn from Netherlands, room for river, that type of technology we have introduced in the state of Kerala. We are trying. Very relevant and genuine question. Thank you.
One more big admirer of Kerala in terms of art and technology. But my question is, generally we talk about a lot of, especially the urban and rural digital divide or digital connect or whatever. Most of the people, they talk about how a lot of brain drain is happening from urban and rural areas to other countries. But what about, is Kerala taking any steps for people from urban to go back to rural areas where they can do, create these kind of opportunities for them? Because especially with food, the other important things like clothing and basic things that are needed, that comes from rural areas. They don't come from urban areas. So what is Kerala doing in terms of working on this?
I think I have mentioned earlier, in Kerala this divide is very limited, rural and, I am coming from a rural area. I think yourself, Mr. Narayanan, Professor Narayanan, he is coming from a rural area. But rural, on technically speaking, it is rural area. But that village is, he studied in Nedumbasseri. The airport is in that village, Panchayat. Other airport, Calicut airport is also in the Panchayat. Technically it is a rural area, but there is no very difficult to demark in between. But this brain drain and other things, now Kerala is contributing 24% of the turnover of medical device industries of the country. 24%. You have said earlier about the blockades and at the time of blockade, COVID, then one Kerala company has developed a consumable for testing D-dimer.
Yeah.
They got patent. And 1.5 crores of Indians used that for D-dimer test. That is Agape. Now how they have developed a new technology along with the Japan company to predict Alzheimer's 10 years before. That is manufactured by this company. And Kerala is the global hub of spice processing. 65% of the oleoresin used by the world population is manufactured by Kerala companies. These are all specific, but big automobile industries, no, very difficult. But automotive technology, yes, we have. We have that technology, automotive. We are trying to transform Trivandrum as an automotive technology hub. But automotive manufacturing, 1,000 or 2,000 acres of land near to the port, it is difficult. But all cars are now technology cars, technology-driven cars without drivers. Then we are providing that technology. We are trying to stop this, control this brain drainage, but we cannot stop it. We cannot stop it. We cannot stop AI, Gen AI. Then what we can do? This Gen AI and robotics will remove our employment opportunities. That is a reality. But we cannot stop it. Then what we can do? Engage. How can we engage? But state like Kerala can focus on developing people with the skills to develop AI tools, Gen AI tools, robotics. Up to that extent, we can ensure employment opportunities to our youth. That is our perspective with regard to that.
Great, and we'll just wrap up. So for all the folks in the audience, I think the whole technology, sorry, there's another question or? Yeah, there's one last.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I'm asking you this because of your sort of a special position as both holding the law portfolio and the industries portfolio. So what's your stance on the legal relationship between platforms like Uber, Swiggy, and the people who provide services on those platforms?
We expect this, now our assembly session started yesterday. What a very short session, 9 days, legislative session. Most probably the next section we can pass a gig workers act. We are working on that.
Yeah. So just to wrap up, like
and one thing I want to add, Kerala is we have adopted the IT policy in first years of the millennium, focusing on free software. Freedom to copy, freedom to modify, freedom to transfer. And the first Chief Minister met Richard Stallman was our Chief Minister, Comrade V.S. Achuthanandan at that time. That is why during these issues with the clouds, recent issues, no public delivery system in the state of Kerala is collapsed. Only because of the open source based cloud system and e-governance mechanism.
Great. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Rajeev. Really appreciate your time. Thank you, sir.